dear students. Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10th in your school. In last video lectures, we have studied our chapter number 6, similar triangles. In this chapter, we have studied some criteria of similarity of triangles, some theorems, and on the basis of it, we have done some exercises. In this video lecture, we will again recapitulate the concepts of similar triangles, and we will study some objective type questions and long answer questions. Before starting these, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Now let us come on the recapitulation of that topic. First is the similar figures. Two geometrical figures are similar if they are of same shape. It means that two figures, geometrical figures, are similar if they are of same shape. Here size doesn't matter. For example, here we have two circles, both are of different radius, but here shape is same. We have two triangles, we have two quadrilaterals. So here shape only matters, size doesn't matter. So two figures are similar figures. Now let us come on the similar triangles. Two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional. If these two properties hold, so we can see that two triangles are similar. Here we have an example in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, as angle A equal to angle D, angle B equal to angle F, angle C equal to angle F, and here the ratios of corresponding sides are also equal, so we can say that both triangles are similar. Now let us come on the recapitulation of the basic proportionality theorem, which is called as Thales theorem and converse of basic proportionality theorem. This theorem tells us that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. What is the mean? It means that in a triangle ABC, SDE is the line which intersects the two sides AB and AC in a triangle ABC, and it is parallel to the third side BC. So here, if in a triangle ABC, if D is parallel to BC, then this line DE divides the two sides of a triangle in same ratio. Then in this case, AD by DB equal to AE by EC. It means that here, if in a triangle ABC is D is parallel to BC, then here this D divides the two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, which is the mean of basic proportionality theorem. Now let us come on the converse of basic proportionality theorem. It tells us that if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. It means that here in the triangle ABC as DE, which divides the two sides of a triangle AB and AC in same ratio, so the ratio is given. Then in this case, according to this theorem, then DE will be parallel to BC, which is the actual mean of converse of basic proportionality theorem. Of the topic of criteria for similarity of triangles. First is the triple similarity. It says that if in two triangles the corresponding angles are equal, then the triangles are similar. It means that if we have two triangles, that is here ABC triangle and PQR triangle, so if the corresponding angles of both triangles are equal, then we say that by triple similarity both triangles are similar. Here angle equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, and angle is equal to angle R. So by triple similarity we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, which is the concept of triple similarity. Next is the angle-angle similarity. It says that if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles of another triangle, then two triangles are similar. It means that if we have a triangle PQR and we have a triangle DEF, here as angle P equal to angle F and angle Q is equal to angle E. Angle P equal to angle F and angle Q is equal to angle E. So by the angle-angle similarity criterion, we can say that both triangles are similar. Third is the side angle side similarity. It says that if one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle and the sides including these angles are proportional, then two triangles are similar. It means that if we have a triangle ABC and we have a triangle PQR, so as we can look in these two triangles, that angle C is equal to angle R and the ratios of corresponding sides are proportional. So here we can say that by side angle side criterion both triangles are similar, as here angle C equal to angle R and the ratios of corresponding sides are equal, AB by PQ equal to BC by QR, so we can say that both triangles are similar. Fourth one is side similarity criterion, which is triple S similarity criterion. It says that if the corresponding sides of two triangles are proportional, then they are similar. It means that if we have two triangles and the ratios of corresponding sides are proportional, then we say that by triple S similarity both triangles are similar. For example, in triangle MNO and in triangle PQR, we can see that the ratios of corresponding sides are equal, so by triple S similarity both triangles are similar. This is the concept of criteria possibility of the recapitulation of some theorems of similar triangles. Areas of similar triangles. It says that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the square of any two corresponding sides. It means that here we have two triangles. If these two triangles are similar, then the ratios of the areas of two triangles is equal to the square of the ratios of any two corresponding sides. Here triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, then the ratio of area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF is equal to the square of the ratios of any two corresponding sides. Now let us come on the Pythagoras theorem. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. It means that we have a triangle ABC which is right angled at B. So here, according to this theorem, that here AC is the hypotenuse. So the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. It means that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which is the actual mean of Pythagoras theorem. Now let us come on the converse of Pythagoras theorem. According to the statement, in a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, then the angle opposite to the side is right angle. It means that if in a triangle ABC, as the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, as here in triangle ABC, as AC square equal to AB square plus BC square, it is given, then the angle opposite to the side so is right angle. It means that as AC is the square of sum of square of other two sides, so here the angle opposite to AC is angle B, so here angle ABC will be 90 degree, which is the actual mean of converse of Pythagoras. Question number first, objective type questions. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR if area of triangle ABC is given, which is 2.25 meters square, area of triangle PQR which is equal to 6.25 meters square, and the side PQ of triangle PQR is given, which is 0.5 meter. We have to find the length of AB is. So from the four options, which option is correct? We have to find. In the given, we write all these things to find. Now let us come on the solution. As triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, so by using the theorem of area of similar triangles, we know that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratios of square of any two corresponding sides. So we write all these. On putting the values, here we get the value of AB is equal to 30 centimeter after solving. So here we can see that our option is A. Option A is correct. Now let us come on question number 2. If triangle PQR is similar to triangle XYZ, as angle Q is equal to 50 degree, angle R is equal to 70 degree, we have to find angle X. So here which option is correct? We have to find, first of all, we draw two triangles, triangle PQR and triangle XYZ, as angle Q is 50 degree, angle R is 70 degree. Now in the given, we write all the information, we have to find angle X. Since triangle PQR is similar to triangle XYZ, so by CPST, which is corresponding parts of similar triangles are equal, so here angle P will be equal to angle X, angle Q equal to angle Y, and angle R equal to angle Z. So as we have to find the angle X, so we can apply the angle sum property in that triangle. By using this, we find that angle X will be equal to 60 degrees. So by this, our option D is question number 3. In the given figure, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF if AB equal to thrice of DE. As area of triangle ABC is equal to 144 centimeters square, we have to find the area of triangle DEF is. Which option is correct? We have to find. In the question, figure is given. We write all the information in the given. We have to find this. Now let us come on the solution. As triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, so by using the theorem of area of similar triangles, we know that the ratios of the area of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratios of any two corresponding sides. So writing this here on using the theorem and putting all the values, we get the area of triangle DEF is equal to 16 centimeters square after solving. So here our option B is correct, which is the required. In the given figure, if angle AD is equal to angle ABC, then CE is equal to, here which option is correct? We have to find. In the given triangle ABC, as angle ADE is equal to angle ABC, we have written all the information in the given to find. Now let us come to the solution. As angle ADE is equal to angle ABC, so from the figure we can see that these are the corresponding angles. So here, as AB is the transversal which intersect DE and BC at point D and B, so by using this axiom that if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, the lines are parallel. So we can say that as angle ADE is equal to angle ABC, these are corresponding angles, so we can say that DE will be parallel to BC. We write this. So now let us come on the triangle ABC. as DE is parallel to BC, so by using the basic proportionality theorem, we write AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Put all the values. Here we get EC equal to or C equal to 4.5, which is the required answer. So that's why our option C is correct. Let us come on the question number 5. The length of the triangles of a rhombus are 24 cm and 32 cm. Here we have to find the perimeter of rhombus is, which option is correct. First of all, we draw the figure of rhombus ABCD. AC and BD are the diagonals of a rhombus. Here in the given we write all the information. We have to find the perimeter of rhombus. Now let us come to the solution. As we know that in rhombus diagonals bisect each other at right angle. So here angle AOB, angle BOC, angle COD, angle AOD all are equal to 90 degree. Also here as the diagonals bisect each other, so here OA equal to OC, as and O's both are equal to half of AB. So by this we get OA equal to 16 cm and consider as equation number first. Similarly here by using this we get OB equal to 12 cm and we consider it as equation number second. Now let us look in the triangle AOB. As angle AOB is 90 degree by using the Pythagoras theorem. So here AB square equal to OA square plus OB square, on putting all the values. Here we get the side AB equal to 20 cm. As we know that in rhombus all sides are equal, so here all sides will be equal to 20 cm. So the perimeter of rhombus will be 4 into side. So on putting the value we get the perimeter of rhombus is 80 cm. So by this our option is. In the given figure, D is parallel to AC, the value of x is. Here which option is correct? Here it is a figure triangle ABC, as D is parallel to AC, we write in the given, we have to find x, the value of x we have to find. Now let us find the solution. If D is parallel to AC, so here BC is the transversal which intersect the DE at point E and here AC at point C. So by using an axiom that if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. So it means here angle E equal to angle C, which are corresponding angles. Here angle D is equal to angle A, which are corresponding angles. So we consider it first and second. So let us look in the triangle BDE and triangle BAC. So here we can say that angle E is equal to angle C, which we have proved above, angle D equal to angle A, which we have proved above. So by angle similarity, angle similarity criteria, we can say that triangle BD is similar to triangle BAC. So by CPST, corresponding for similar triangles, we write DE by AC is equal to BD by AB. On putting all the values, here we get the value of x equal to AY upon A plus B. So by this we can say that our option. Now let us come on some long answer type questions which comes in the category of 3 or 4 marks. Question number first. In figure, BD is perpendicular to hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC, DM is perpendicular to BC, DN is perpendicular to AB. We have to prove that in first part DM square equal to DN into MC. In second part we have to prove that DN square equal to DM into AM. In the figure, here these things are given. We have written all the things in the given. We have to prove these. Now let us come on the proof. As AB is perpendicular to BC and DM is perpendicular to BC, so here we can see that from the figure as DM is parallel to AB. So it means DM will be parallel to NB. We consider it as equation number first. Similarly, as DN is parallel to CB, so we can say DN is parallel to MB or BM, and we consider it as equation number second. So if we look at the quadrilateral DNBM, as DM is parallel to NB and DN is parallel to MB, which we have proved above, and angle B equal to angle M, which is 90 degrees. So we can say that DNBM is a rectangle. So by the property of rectangle, we can say that BM equal to ND, and we consider it as a equation number third. Now let us come in the triangle DMC. By using the property of angles and property, here we get the relation angle 1 plus angle 3 equal to 90 degree, and we consider it as equation number 4. Similarly, if we look in the triangle BMD, so applying the property of angles and property, here we get the relation angle 2 plus angle 4 equal to 90 degree, and we consider it as equation number 5. Now, as also this BD is perpendicular to AC, it is given that this angle is 90 degrees. So here angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree, and we consider it as equation number 6. Now on comparing the fourth and sixth equation, here we get on comparing angle 3 equal to angle 2, and we consider it as an equation number 7. Also on comparing equation number 5th and 6th, here we get angle 4 equal to angle 1, and we consider it as equation number 8. So now let us come in the triangle DMC and BMT. So as we have proved our angle 3 equal to angle 2, angle 4 equal to angle 1 by angle similarity criteria, we can say that both triangles are similar. Or by CPST, here on applying by this property, we get dm square equal to dn into mc, which is the required proof of this question. Please do yourself the second part of this. In figure 2, chords AB and CD of a circle intersect each other at the point P. When produced outside the circle, we have to prove that triangle PAC is similar to triangle PDB, and we have to prove PA into PB equal to PC into PD. Now in the figure, as AB and CD are the two chords, when both chords produced outside the circle, then both intersect each other at point P. So we write in the given all the information, we have to prove this. Now let us come on the proof. As AB, DC, these points lies on the circle. So a quadrilateral is said to be cyclic quadrilateral if its all four vertices lies on the circle. So here we see that by the definition it ABDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. So it means the sum of opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral is supplementary. So by this property, angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 180 degree, and we consider it as a first equation. Similarly here, by linear pair axiom, angle 3 plus angle 2 is equal to also 180 degree, and we consider it as a second equation. So from first and second, we get angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to angle 3 plus angle 2. On solving, we get angle 1 equal to angle 3. We consider it as a equation number 3rd. Now let us come in the triangle PAC and PBD. As we have proved angle 3 equal to angle 1, and also angle APC is equal to angle DPB, both are common. So by similarity, both triangles are similar, and by CPST we get PA by PD equal to PC by PB, and we get our second part. So here this is the proof of first part, and this is the proof of second part, which is the required. In figure D is the point on side BC of triangle ABC such that BD by CD equal to AB by AC. We have to prove that AD is the bisector of angle BAC. Here in the question, ABC is the triangle which is given, D is the point on BC. We join D to A, and we have to prove that AD is the bisector of angle BAC. It means we have to prove that angle 1 will be equal to angle 2. Now in the given, we have written all the things. In the proof, we have to prove this. By we do construction here, we extend our BA to E such that AE will be equal to AC, and here we join C to E. So we get the triangle ACE, and here we consider this angle 3 and angle 4. Now let us come on the proof. First we look at the triangle ACE, as AE equal to AC, and we consider it as a first equation. By construction, we use the property that angles opposite to two equal sides of a triangle are equal. So it means that angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. We consider it as a equation number 2nd. Now from the given, as we have given that AB by AC equal to BD by CD, we consider it as a equation number 3rd. So we use first equation. In this equation, we get our equation number 4. AB by AE equal to BD by CD, because here as AC is replaced by AE. Now let us come in the triangle BCE. As from the fourth part, we have proved that, so by converse of BPT, we can see that AD will be parallel to CE, converse of basic proportionality theorem. So here by this, as AD is parallel to CE, we consider angle 2 equal to angle 3, alternate interior angles. We consider it as equation number 6th. Now if we compare our second equation and sixth equation, as angle 3 equal to angle 4 and angle 2 equal to angle 3, so it means angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. We consider it as a 7th equation. Now also here, angle 1 equal to angle 4, corresponding angles, because AD is parallel to CE from the figure. So we consider it as equation number 8. So on comparing equation number 7th and 8th, we get angle 1 equal to angle 2. So here we have proved that angle 1 equal to angle 2, which is the required proof. So we can say that AD is the bisector of angle BEC. I hope in this video lecture you have understood the concepts of similar triangles and the properties of similar triangles. Here some homework questions is given for you for practice. Please do the practice of these questions at the home. If you feel any problem, you can write in the comment box on my YouTube channel, and please for your problems follow the Vivek's classes. Please take care of yourself and your family.